Look the bring. Oh man, I ain't even know it wasn't on yet. I didn't even know it wasn't on. Oh, it's not on. Damn, it's literally not on. That's how it goes. That's how we have to do it. We have to do it this way. Not that away, but this away. We have to do it not. See what I'm saying? Amateurs all day. Already got the first Team Dame exclamation point comment of the night. Holy. But anyway, this is a celebration. Somewhat. This is a celebration of 6,000 subscribers. And not even just 6,000 and like some change. So yeah, man, share this, man, because we're only going up. This YouTube channel has existed for about maybe a year. And already 6,000 subscribers. So much appreciated, man. Monk Monty, you watching John Jones tomorrow? Absolutely. And that was a funny thing about it. My homeboy, he put me back up on it. He's like, yo, you know John Jones? I'm like, oh yeah, he's fighting Gain, or whatever you want to call him, tomorrow. And I can't wait for that. We're going to be definitely watching it. We're having a little thing, hanging out with the wife and the wife's friends. We're doing a instead of I'll put it this way. We're having a stock the beer fridge and liquor cabinet party tomorrow because we're getting we're re-announcing our vows next weekend. So instead of having like some wild, weird, goofy shit, where like they decided to have us restock the beer refrigerator, just you know what I'm saying, type of celebration. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, and it's gonna be funny. But at the last minute earlier today, I remembered that Nick put me on and let me know that John Jones is fighting. I was like, hell yeah. So what I'm gonna do during that, since it's mainly going to be her friends, I'm brand new to Florida. I got a couple of homies that may be coming through. Hopefully they will. But other than them, even if, you know what I'm saying, even if it's just the girls' party out there, I still have a UFC, and it's not just a bullshit UFC. It's actually one that I care about because one of the greatest fighters of all time, John Bones Jones, is fighting after I think maybe a 4-year layoff. So it's going to be far. Truthfully, I ain't even see if it sounds good and looks good. I boosted up the front. No, I don't care about that. Let me see something real quick. I just want to see if it's sounding good. No, I don't care about that. Let me see something. Yep, I fixed that problem. That problem was fixed. You know what I'm talking about. That special person in which I'm talking about, too. Right? She's watching a movie. But anyway, we're live here, just having fun tonight, real shit. It was just one of those things where it's just so, just bored, like just a bored Friday night. We got a night playing tomorrow. You just brought up the John Jones fight. Been with you for like 8 years, that's crazy. Monk Monty, that's what's up. If you had another name, drop your older handle or whatever name in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember, because I don't remember you damn comment. But it is what it is, because maybe you just watch the videos. Maybe you just watch the videos, pull up to the lives, and maybe not even felt like talking. And I have no problem with that, real shit. I just talk my shit. I just love talking my shit. But hell yeah. That's what's up. I cannot wait. Matter of fact, truthfully, Monk, real shit. Who do you have in the fight tomorrow? Do you have Gagne? Let me look at the name. Hold on. Because truthfully, I'm forgetting. The rest of the card is garbage, though, kind of, other than Alexandra Shevchenko. She's the only other fight that I really care about in the fight. Everybody else, truthfully, I just been not in tune with it as much. Because the main event, John Jones 26-1, and Cyril Gagne, it is Gagne, I think, 11-1-0. That's a good fight. Can't wait to see John Jones debut at heavyweight. But then we have Valentina Shevchenko, I think probably top 5 greatest women's mixed martial arts of all time, taking on someone 15-3, Alexa Grasso. And the crazy part about this is I didn't even know. At no point do I ever remember Valentina Shevchenko taking a loss. I didn't know that she was 23-3. Like, I thought damn, that shit looks okay because I have it. Okay, bet. This is okay, bet. Gotcha. Noted. But I didn't know that she was 23-3. I thought that she was undefeated, or maybe just one loss. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she probably lost outside of the majors. We got somebody undefeated, 16-0. Shavkat Rachmanov taking on Geoff Neal, 15-4. Like I said, as far as how the records look, but oh hell no, Bo Nickel 3-0 versus somebody 13-8. 8 looks bad, but at the same time, having them 25, 18, okay, over 20 fights, somebody 3-0, professional fighting somebody with 20 fights underneath their belt. Professional is Bo Nickel should probably get a new manager, real shit, because that's a bad matchup. But my thing though is like, fans of MMA, they look at like, oh, he's lost 8 times. That doesn't mean shit. He's been in there 20 times. This dude, I don't know what his amateur record was, but to go in 3-0 and then go against and then fight somebody immediately that has 20 wins, and truthfully they have more wins than losses, is kind of a crazy UFC debut. But it should be good. I can't wait. It should be pretty dope. And I'll definitely be streaming it. Valentina lost to Nunez. Yeah, she did. Okay. He's undefeated. Going to be interesting. Shaffer. Yeah, word. I can't wait, man. It's definitely going to be a good night of fights. And the crazy part about it is I kind of jumped outside of MMA and watching that shit for a long time. But I'm right back like I left something. If you haven't had this before, you need to get it, man. Happy Dad Seltzer. Like, y'all know I drink good. I drink beer and shit, but this is good. I like Happy Dad Seltzer. Bo Nickel is like some wrestling stuff. Oh, okay, so he's like oh, well, if that's the case, I mean, you could put somebody in 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 that just has one, almost like Ben Askren back in the day, like Matt Hughes, wrestling over everything. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu over everything. As far as like MMA and even in a street fight. But my thing though, when you have MMA dudes jumping over into boxing, it's boxing over everything because you almost got to be born with it. Boxing's a genetics thing, I think. I stopped watching MMA and outside the big fights. That's exactly what I did. I used to do like mad predictions, like post fights and everything on every damn card. I used to order every card. But now it's just different. Like Nate Diaz, like they out of it. Like, it's just like, I put it this way, the golden age of MMA, we lived through it in 2000. I say like the early 2000s. When I say early 2000, I mean like 2001 and up, or the year 2000 up to like maybe 2015, 2016. And that's when all the little goofballs came on. I ain't gonna say goofball. I put it this way. We lived through the golden age of MMA, and that's what's up. I watch your MMA vids. That's how I found your channel. That's crazy. So that's what's up. Were you a member of the underground over there, that underground forum? Because I used to like post my shit over there and get mad hate. It used to be hilarious. I was the biggest, like literally, I was the biggest troll on the underground MMA forum. I find it funny there's other people in here, but they ain't saying shit. And your boy definitely needs I need a cigarette on everything. I've only been live, damn. How long I've been on this shit? I've been on here. Doesn't say. It says it somewhere, but it's all good. But the one thing, you wasn't on the forum like your content because word. One thing I say, I really do appreciate the shit. And another thing that I'm going to say is make sure you go over here. Hold on. Go over here and subscribe to my second YouTube channel, like ever, because I'm about to switch it up. Like, it's about to have a whole new concept, a whole new type of content I'm putting up over there, and a whole new name and all that. I hate saying content, and I can't, whatever, but I'm still gonna, like, pretty much, it's kind of like a new start on an old channel. Eckhart Troll, what's up? Oh shit, now it's time to be troll, folks. Now it's time to be trolled. It's troll time, folks. It's troll time. Let me know in the comments how it sounds, though, truthfully. If it sounds good, decent. If it's too loud, too not loud, or whatever, just let me know. But, oh yeah, that's what it was. Another reason why I'm going live now is Sunday. I'm going to be going live. Either Sunday or Monday, I'm going to go live and, like, kind of see if I can direct as many people as possible back to the ItsBeerDrank Shawty channel for the new type of shit put up. I guess I'm gonna probably have to shoot like what they call a trailer. That's what's crazy as hell. We're like normal people living normal lives and shit, but then we shoot trailers. That's crazy. So the notifications on. That's what's up, Monty. So you got on this channel from this channel, or were you already subscribed to that other channel, the ItsBeerDrank Shawty channel? Like, this is the channel that originally I was doing like my MMA stuff and like just pretty much whatever the hell I wanted on. But then I ended up making this channel just strictly for reviews. But damn, if I could find the motherfucker. What? I can't find the bitch. Oh, here it go right here. This is the original channel right here. You can't see it too well, but you can if I do this. Yeah, dumbass. Boom. But this is the original channel, ItsBeerDrank Shawty. I thought I had more than I lost a lot of subscribers from not uploading from there, but uploading to here. Will it go down? Damn. But like, as you can see, my main videos over here on this channel, they weren't beer reviews or food reviews or anything like that. It was kind of talking MMA. This thing right here, I broke this story. The Josh Neer Patrick Martin story in MMA. If you were over there in the underground or not, it was one of the biggest stories of that year. I got the first interview with Patrick Martin talking about when he got into a scrap over there. He pretty much called out MMA like veteran Josh Neer. And Josh Neer, the smaller dude, said, yeah, come on out here. And he pretty much just, and from what the video looks like, he put a beating on him. And he said he put a beating on him. Patrick Martin, he didn't really say anything different, but it is what it is. Like, it's a good story, real shit. If you're a fan of MMA, you know already. But look up Josh Neer, Patrick Martin controversy, or Josh Neer, Patrick Martin, whatever, and then you'll see that like I broke the story first. That's hilarious. That's back when I was on the MMA stuff. Shout out to my boy Richie Boogeyman Martinez, Planet 6 Jiu-Jitsu. He over there with Eddie Bravo. This right here, Funk Volume. Shout out to my homeboy. This right here was the actual video that I put up that showed that the footage from the phone of somebody in the gym that got the footage. That's just what I used to do, man. Just mainly MMA junk and just whatever I wanted to do. Goofy stuff, wrestling videos, all that shit. But yeah, we're back on this channel. And my whole crazy thing about even having this channel back, or starting this channel back up and like putting stuff up on there more, is the fact that I was thinking, should I just mute all the videos or make all the videos like unseeable or like what? Nah, I ain't doing that because it doesn't make sense. Because my thing kind of shows the difference. It shows the difference in like the levels of advancement. So I'm gonna leave all them videos up, but you're gonna see a new banner in that bitch. The first upload is going to be somewhat of a trailer, and the first video is going to be somewhat of an introduction of like what we plan on doing with this channel. Did you hear? Yep. you heard right. And it's going to be a funny channel. I cannot wait to start it. I'm going to switch it up probably. I may start switching it up tonight, but it's going to be fully switched up by like Tuesday. And then after that, I'm going to start figuring out how I want to get this shit cracked. I remember that. Near was gritty. Yeah, Josh Near. Josh Near been gritty. Josh Near's one of the few fighters that ain't like Gracie fighters that the Diaz brothers still like literally mess with. Like they cool with him. You know what I'm saying? I guess he just wasn't a lame or some shit. Like it is what it is. I dropped in on 10th Planet. Yeah, I call him Planet 10. 10th Planet class. It was like a pajama party. Damn. I don't know which 10th Planet. And what I call it Planet 9 or some shit. But yeah, 10th Planet. That's where my boy Boogeyman Richie Martinez. He's a monster. I did this video for him real quick. I'm gonna show you the video real quick. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen it. But my thing is his manager hit me up and want me to do a highlight video, and he just dropped me a bunch of like YouTube clips. Like, hey, could you do a highlight video? Because I used to do MMA highlight videos. Y'all remember back in the day on YouTube, it used to be like MMA highlight videos, like fighters just showing like they pretty much a highlight video, and that's what I did. And then I had mad people like hit me up, want me to do one for they fighter that they didn't manage and shit like that. But I ended up getting cool with Richie. Yeah, but this is the video I did. Hold on, Boogeyman. Let me see if it comes up first when I put his name in there. And it doesn't. Shadow ban. That's what everybody like to say, that they shadow ban because they shit don't pop. But boom, there it is right there. I only had to scroll one time or two times. So I'm going to show this video real quick. Richie Boogeyman. And it's not my... Look, it was 9 years ago. Shit. So my thing is, definitely not an edit that I would do now. This is an edit that I would have done 9 years ago when I was shooting video with Canon. I think maybe one clip of this is like my clip. Everything else was like some shit from my camera, but everything else is like from clips that he shot me on the thing. But I'm going to go ahead and play this bitch big. Hold on. And I'm going to mute my mic. Hold on. Because it's just fire. I prefer gi than no gi, man. And I'm gonna say it again. This was like one of my first highlight video edits. You can see how shitty the footage is because I wasn't there on some of these, but I think it was maybe one clip to where I was there and I got like some footage off my camera, and you can definitely tell a difference. And there goes my copyright strike for using music. So this one isn't monetized anymore. Oh no. I mean, when I got that, I'm like, damn, this is a real song. Shout out Richie Boogeyman Martinez. As you can see, not only is he a crazy jiu-jitsu dude. Hold on. The funny part about this hilarious, is the fact that Richie wasn't even a jiu-jitsu dude at all. I can't even hear how it sounds, but it doesn't matter. I think it sounds all right. But Richie wasn't even a jiu-jitsu dude. He literally was a graffiti artist and a b-boy. So he did breakdancing and graffiti art, and then he found jiu-jitsu, and his style of jiu-jitsu translated over from his him being a b-boy, him being a break dancer. And that's what's crazy is like, even in some of his jiu-jitsu fights, as well as like even in MMA, you can see the damn influence on it. Just how he did like a one-handed thing on the last clip. Like, it's crazy like how things translate over into other like even sport. Because like I said, you already know, a little fairy dancing around, top rocking and spinning on their backs and head. Like whatever. But my thing though is just crazy. Skill is skill. And truthfully, if you're skillful at one thing, I think that's the thing. If you're skillful at one thing, you can definitely be skilled in another thing. So this is a b-boy, a break dancer, graffiti artist, hip hop, a lover of the sport of hip hop. And yes, it is a sport. You ever heard of battle rap? But a fan of of hip hop that went to MMA or went to jiu-jitsu first, then went to MMA and had a great record. Like, real shit, his record is fire, real shit. So it's just kind of funny, man, how everything works out, you know? But anyway, damn, that's not what I was trying to do, is get it bigger and finish this video out. Now I gotta smoke me a bogey. This bitch loud as fuck. Something happened different. That ain't mine. Shout out to Richie Martinez, that boogeyman, that homeboy. That's what's up. Good
Richie
shit.
Martinez, as I was singing the praises of Jeff Roman before the fight began, Richie Martinez weathered the storm. And
I think Ken Shamrock gave him his belt. As if you're not gonna see it. Damn. Hey, I want to be a spoiler.
and the guillotine choke.
That's when he got his purple belt.
Welterweight champion, Richie Boogeyman Martinez. Presenting the belt to Richie is UFC Hall of Fame legend Ken Shamrock. From the
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Shout out 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Eddie Bravo and all them over there. It was a good video, I think, that I did at the time, but I'm just glad that I don't do those anymore. Even though I got paid for it, so that's one good thing. He didn't go out. I mean, that's the thing though. Eckhart troll, like I think Richie still competes in jiu-jitsu fights. I think he still competes in jiu-jitsu fights to this day. I don't think he went the MMA route, because I think he won his first like 4 or 5 fights. I think he went like 4 or 5-0, and I forget how he lost, truthfully, but I don't like really dwelling on those things. But he went like 4 or 5-0, and he was like, everybody was looking at him at one time. I remember. Shout out to my boy Jared. Jared, pimp my triangle, team tapper, sleep all day. To this day, how about that? But like, that was the whole thing. He was this kind of manager and like sponsor and shit. To add context, Eddie said their first day they were hanging with purple belts. Oh, word. That's what's up. Damn, so you really know it. Only know him from the Jits. Word. Yeah, he's fire. Look up his. I mean, but that's the whole thing. As far as on YouTube, he probably has maybe 2 or 3 of his fights up, and that was the reason. I guess that's the reason why he wanted me to do the damn highlight video, because they was trying to pitch him towards like maybe the UFC. But I don't ask too many questions. Like if you ask me for a video or me to edit something, I don't ask why. Like as long as it's ethical and as long as it's not something that's like outside of like some shit that I would edit or do, I'm good with it. So it was one of those things where my homeboy Jerry was like, yeah, man, this dude, man, he's cool as hell, man, Richie, whatever. And then he just shot me mad because I was like, yo, just shoot me links to YouTube. And he shot me maybe 2 fight links, and that's all I was working with. And I think it was maybe one other little small goofy video. As you can see, like the video quality of that last one wasn't too well, just for the fact of it being like old mid 2000s camera phone video footage that I took, and then I had maybe one clip that was straight from a camera. But I didn't ask any questions, but they ended up getting cool with the dude. I'm like, oh, word, you real deal. That's crazy. Cool guy. Japanese team grappling. Oh, did he fight Sakuraba? If he fought Sakuraba, that would be crazy. Like literally, his whole style reminds me of Kazushi Sakuraba. And truthfully, Sakuraba's in my top 10, which is kind of funny that you even said that. And I said about John Jones being in my top 10. John Jones is in my top 10. I think he's like maybe, to me, real shit, I think maybe 5 or 6. I ain't gonna put the whole list, but I just spit out some names. Fedor Emelianenko, John Jones, because I already said that. Kazushi Sakuraba, Royce Gracie, Matt Hughes, George St. Pierre. Who else? Igor Vovchanchin. Other than Igor, Mirko Krokop. As far as my jiu-jitsu people, I love Carlos Newton. Carlos Newton was like my hero when it came to just being like athletic and being good at jiu-jitsu. Carlos Newton is like one of my favorite of all time. It was a pure grappling, but he may have matched up with Sakuraba. Wow, word. I may have to look that up. I didn't even know Fight Pass was still a thing, which is kind of funny. I did not know that Fight Pass was a thing. Almost like what is it, WWE Network. I thought it was one of those things where like they just kind of went under and just stopped or some shit. But apparently not. So shit, if that is a thing, hell yeah. I may have to get Fight Pass again. I just finished that Happy Dad watermelon edition. Why is it watermelon? Stop being racist. But I'm going to go ahead and take me a break because I need a cigarette real quick. Stay. Let's talk. Truthfully, for everybody that's in here, let's talk the fight tomorrow. His fight with Hughes was crazy. You talking about not Sakura, Carlos Newton and Hughes? Didn't he knock him out with a power bomb? I think he knocked out Carlos Newton with a power bomb. But I'm gonna smoke real quick. If you're in here and you want to talk MMA and you want to talk about like the fights tomorrow, if you want to talk about Cyril Gane versus John Jones, I want to know y'all's opinion on how John Jones is going to do in his very first heavyweight fight in his life. He looks like a natural heavyweight. I saw the weigh-ins earlier, and he looked just as big as Cyril Gane or Gain or whatever you want to call him. He looked just, and I've seen maybe 3 of his fights, Cyril. But John Jones is just a super athlete. The only thing that's crazy is just for the fact that he's been off for 3 years, being out of fight sports for 3 years, but he hasn't been out of training, and that's the crazy thing. He's been I follow John Jones. Like, he does a lot of tactical training. I see him in the outdoor ranges and shit, shooting different things, shoot from ARs to damn handguns to even like he had like a rancher weird hunting revolver with like a big ass barrel on it. I seen him shoot that. So he's on his game, I'm pretty sure. But John Jones at the heavyweight division, anybody that like just overlooks him for the fact that he fought at light heavyweight, I think he may even fought. No, he ain't never fought at middleweight. He only fought at light heavyweight. He's gonna be a problem at heavyweight. But yeah, if y'all are still here after I smoke a cigarette and you want to give your take, and truth, you want to give your take while I'm smoking a cigarette, let me know. Stan Marsh didn't see that you was in here. Shout out to him for pulling up. It is what it is. But I'm gonna smoke a bogey. If y'all want to, like, truthfully, like I said, if you have like a prediction for tomorrow's fight and John Jones, because my thing, I don't have a literal prediction for the fight, like John Jones versus Cyril Gane, because I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 fights from Cyril Gane, so I can't really break him down. I don't know if he's a better wrestler or a better kickboxer or if he has good boxing or if he has just MMA boxing. I can't tell you anything about Cyril Gane, but one thing I can tell you about John Jones is he adapts to everything, and the weight doesn't count with that guy. He's a monster. Just how I said, when everyone was saying that Izzy would beat him, I'm like, no. Izzy's fire, and he's one of my favorite fighters ever. I put him in my top maybe 25, but John Jones is too big, and I see John Jones going up in weight and fighting heavyweight and being just as quick, truthfully, maybe even quicker than those other heavyweight guys. So I think it's going to be a good night for John Jones, so I just did that. But I want to kind of break it more down just to like kind of just, if y'all want to, it is what it is. But I'm going to go smoke me a bogey. I'm glad I went live tonight, real shit. And I went live tonight because I'm trying out a new mic to make sure that like it's one that I want. You know what I'm saying? Another edition. I let gear and buying and getting gear stop me from putting stuff out. So I'm like, let's go ahead and go live tonight. And so far, so good. I'm definitely enjoying this. But if y'all want to talk MMA in a little bit, or even wrestling in a little bit, I've been watching wrestling. Truthfully, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start back doing wrestling kind of podcasts and like just little quick hits, because especially now because we have WrestleMania coming up, and I'm going to be talking about your WrestleMania stuff and kind of giving my thoughts, my opinion. That's what's crazy. That's the internet, folks. But anyway, as if it even matters. But I'm going to go ahead and put this shit on pause. I appreciate everybody that pulled up, real shit. And yeah, I got to get some smoke in my... That sounds so fucked up. That sounds so messed up, man. With that. And that was the noise floor test. No, I'm playing. Boom. Is it going? Damn, I have all these. That's going to be a savage fight. You talking about Wilder and to be totally honest, in that fight, the only fight that should happen should be Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou. Oh shit! I forgot I had my phone on, just trying to make sure that the shit was still streaming well. But the only fight that should happen in a boxing ring, or even if it's like a crossover boxer with like different rules and stipulations, should be Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder, just for the fact that Tyson Fury is the champ. So truthfully, it should be a thing to where like if things went out, not to plan, but if things went out like the way that it should go out, it should be Francis stepping away from the UFC. I'm not sure if he's undefeated. I think he may be. But undefeated, what they call him, like the hardest puncher in the world and all this other stuff. I think that he should fight Wilder first. And then if he dusts Wilder off, and truthfully, that could be a thing because Wilder is literally a basketball player that has a heavy punch and decent boxing. When I say decent boxing, I mean decent boxing. I saw him train and spar and hit the pads, and he looked crazy. He looked crazy before the second Fury fight. He was using crazy footwork, but then in the fight, he went right back to the old Deontay Wilder, fucking pulling it, telegraphing punches, horrible footwork, just a long, lanky, just like, oh, he's about to punch me. I guess I'm just gonna stay here and do it type shit. But like, if Francis Ngannou, I'll put it this way, if Francis Ngannou takes a fight versus someone that beat Deontay Wilder, it would be a bad move. If he was smart and if his management was smart, he would totally try to get the fight with Deontay Wilder because it's an easier fight for him. Like the only reason why Deontay Wilder lost to even Tyson Fury because he was a less superior boxer. Tyson Fury was a more superior boxer. He may not have as much power as him. He may not be the athlete that he is, but Tyson Fury is a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder looked good when he was training. When he was before the second fight, he looked good when he was training, but he's one of those people to where he gets back in the ring. He's so athletic. He knows that he can win with just one punch, so he doesn't really rely on technical. He doesn't rely on like his technical like skills in boxing. And the way it is, like if Francis Ngannou and his fucking people and his team were smart, they would try to get Wilder just for like a barn burner, like boom, like you know it's not going further than 3 rounds type of fight. And if he were to come out on top, then call out Tyson Fury. And if he upsets Tyson Fury, that's like the biggest win for MMA. Because you already seen what MMA is doing now. Nothing. We got washed up MMA fighters fighting the Paul dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, my thing, like I don't understand all the Paul hate. He wanted to fight people, and people signed up to fight him, and he knocked them out. What do you do? But you see what happened as soon as he fight a boxer. It's just different. But my whole thing is just like, if you're allowed to do whatever you want to do, let people do whatever they want to do and stop hating on them. Just like let them fail, like real shit. Even the Paul dude, he did very well until he met up with an actual boxer. And truthfully, the boxer isn't really that great of a boxer. Like Tommy Fury's garbage. Like as far as is it cruiser? I think it may have been cruiser. I'm not sure if it was cruiserweight. It may have been cruiser. It is what it is. But my thing, like you ain't ready. Like you have him fighting Tommy Fury, getting beat the fuck up, but then he's saying that like in his destiny is to beat Canelo Alvarez. No, Canelo Alvarez. Like I think Canelo maybe be one weight class, but is still an amateur. Exactly. So even in that, Jake thought that he was cherry picking and fighting him because of age, because he's stupid. He didn't understand that like this dude Tommy Fury probably had to fight his entire life because he's a part of a gypsy family. a fighting family, like a bare knuckle fighting family. He don't understand that shit. It's just so different. That's why it went exactly the way it went. It was total decimation. I didn't even watch the whole fight. I watched the highlights of that shit. We're gonna win too easily, yeah. I told you, that's what I'm saying, man. I know the sport, man. It is what it is. Also, Tyson hasn't. Yep. Yeah, incredible. Yeah. When he rose from the dead in that fight, that was insane. Real shit, because I thought he was like out wild as a KO artist, same as Ngannou. That's what I'm saying. The only fight to make is Francis Ngannou coming from MMA to fight the main head honcho, whatever the fuck, Tyson Fury, but not him. You got to fight the dude that Tyson Fury had problems with because he lost the first one, if I'm right. Came back and then whatever. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Truthfully, no, I think Tyson Fury never did lose. But like my thing, he cheated in the first one, but we're not gonna get on that. But like, Francis need to fight Deontay Wilder. Then after that, his name is gonna be a buzz in the boxing world as a heavyweight. And then after that, fight Tyson Fury, and then shit. Truthfully, I'd be rooting for Francis Ngannou in that fight. Not just from being an MMA fan, but because like they both Christian motherfuckers. I just want to see how it goes down in that bitch. So it is what it is, man. Time for amateur, yeah. 16 years ago. Ngannou was threatened. You should stay in MMA. Yeah, he should, but my thing, shit, he's already burned that bridge. So truthfully, he probably didn't burn the bridge. People like he'll be signed back because they never did lose. I watched Jake lost, got boxed up. Exactly. Set up for a rematch. Fury couldn't have knocked Fury could have knocked him out several times and didn't because he didn't want to scare Jake off. I don't think so. I think that Tommy Fury just ain't as good as people think that he is. He's way better than Jake Paul, but you gotta understand, it's a born with it thing. Tommy Fury probably been fighting since he was like at least 10, 15. Jake Paul literally just started taking boxing seriously like 4 years ago. It's way different. Like you start out like when you start out levels behind, everybody, like I put it this way, when you start out levels behind, or if you get smoked in a fight, do you think if it's an actual fight, not a street fight, some lame ass shit, but do you think if you training and you got smoked in a fight versus somebody else that trains too and they smoked you in a fight, do you think that the next fight they didn't train and then even learn you more to smoke you the next time? He's just behind. It just doesn't make sense. I watched Jake, little boom, 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 boom. Scared Jake off. I think Francis should fight either Wilder. Andy Ruiz would be a good one. Andy Ruiz would be a good one for Francis. Hell yeah, that would be a good one. But my thing though, the crazy part about it, Ngannou and Andy Ruiz wouldn't be as big of a fight because I think more people that aren't really in tune to boxing knows who Deontay Wilder is over Andy Ruiz. A lot of people are going to look at Andy Ruiz and like not even understand that like he beat Deontay. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a thing like that. I think it's only one fight for Francis, and that is Deontay Wilder. And they truthfully claim, I'll put it this way, as far as MMA, they claim that Francis Ngannou is the biggest puncher ever in MMA. Some people say that Deontay Wilder is the biggest puncher ever in boxing. So you can have puncher versus puncher, two different sports, doom, and then after that, if Francis can win for MMA, then have him fight him. You know what I'm saying? Not what you call it, but Tyson. But yeah, Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury is a great boxer. But and truthfully, to be honest, I ain't gonna say that because I gotta take that back. I gotta watch that shit before I say that. But it's good for boxing to have MMA fighters come over and get smoked. It is. But it's just not good for boxing when the MMA fighters come over and get smoked versus me. Or someone that does something that's not boxing, someone that didn't start boxing at like age 6 and 7. It's just like Yeah, I can't agree with that one. But it's not good. I guess it's good for like the word boxing because it's more like little dumb 20-year-old fuckboys that like boxing and like watching it because Jake Paul's there and shit like that. So I guess it's better for the sport as far as growth, but it's like it's growth in like fuck niggas, like lame kids, like right now. Like so it gets a bigger fan base, but it doesn't give a knowledgeable fan base as far as like that. So MMA crossing over to boxing is a good thing only if the matchup is right. If Ngannou loses to Ruiz, he'll lose some mojo. But that's the thing, though. If Ngannou fought Andy Ruiz, it wouldn't even sell. Think of it like this: Francis Ngannou, the former, I think he's undefeated heavyweight champion, biggest puncher in MMA history, is fighting Andy Ruiz. People ain't really gonna even like. They're going to be like, oh, so they're just putting him against a bum-ass boxer. And then when they look up Andy Ruiz and then see, you know what I'm saying, his stature and like how he's made up, they're going to be like, oh, well, they just fed him a fucking can. Nah, they ain't feed him a can if you know boxing. But it wouldn't be impressive. I think like the best thing that they could do is have him go up against the other heavier puncher that's not a great boxer. He's just an athlete. And then see how that goes. And then after that, have him fight the Tyson Fury, the champ. Regardless how good or bad Tommy Fury is, the stage he performed on, getting 76-73 by 2 yells, should have been unanimous. It should have been unanimous. Tommy did amazing. He's 9-0. Exactly. And that's the only thing he's gonna do is improve. But the good thing about it, the worst thing that could have ever happened for Tommy Fury was for him to lose this fight and him being an actual boxer and trying to come up and trying to like, I guess maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like his brother fought, his dad fought and all that shit. Like the worst thing he could have done was taking that loss, and it could have been real bad. Like even like just outside of boxing, you know what I'm saying? As far as like his destiny, what he want to try to do. So I'm glad that he beat the brakes off of in real shit. He beat the brakes off of Jake Paul. As far as like counter punching, he beat the brakes off of Jake Paul. And it was unanimous. It wasn't no split, but my thing is, you know how money goes. So they made it a split decision. Wilder has good boxing fundamentals too. Ngannou only have a big bomb. But my thing though is like Wilder has good boxing fundamentals when he's training and when he's hitting pads and when he's sparring. But whenever he gets into a fight, he's like, throwing right, he's throwing right hooks from like, I don't know. I guess there's a fireball 10 feet behind him. He's pulling that. He's driving. He's on the interstate, but then he dropped his lighter, and he smoked cigarette. And he has a cigarette right here, and he's like in the back seat trying to grab the lighter off the floor. And he found it, and then he throwing the punch. That's what he does. He's like so telegraphed in the way he throw punches that it's crazy. But one thing though, it's crazy. Monty, he said that Ngannou was a boxer as well. I never seen these boxing matches, so that's a crazy thing. I'm about to look up after I'm done with this stream. I don't think he. Boom. I'll put it this way: Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder would be a way more interesting fight than we think. Francis Ngannou taking on Deontay Wilder would be a way more close and interesting fight than if Francis fought Andy Ruiz. It would be way more interesting if he fought Tyson Fury, because they literally box. They're literal boxers. But like I think that like the best fight that could happen, as far as especially like if Ngannou want to like buzz his name out, because my thing heavyweight, you ain't got to be the greatest technique boxer in heavyweight. If you got punching power, you got punching power. Just know how to box some. And my thing is, I don't think Deontay Wilder know how to box. Real shit. And he's behind the curve too, because he was just an athlete like John Jones. He's an athlete that just so happened to have knockout power and just so happened to try to learn how to box. But I don't think he has the boxing I don't think he was born with it. He's just an athlete. He was born with athleticism. William Bennett, what's up, bro? MMA is taking so much away from the sport of boxing, in my opinion. You right. William Bennett. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally on your side when we talk about this shit because I love MMA. Fuck all that. I love jiu-jitsu. I love boxing. But yeah, boxing, MMA definitely took away from the aspect of boxing. And the crazy part about it is like you had a couple boxing reality shows. The MMA took off from an MMA reality show, let's be real. A lot of us watched Pride Fighting Championships. A lot of us watched Battlecade when we were like in elementary school or middle school. A lot of us watched Pancrase. A lot of us watched all these things. And then we saw it develop. And then we saw that the UFC was a thing, cool. But the UFC didn't blow up and mixed martial arts didn't blow up until, I forget when the first year was, when Forrest Griffin fought Stephen Bonner. Rest in peace, Stephen Bonner. I guess that happened like maybe a month ago, which is crazy. But like when that happened, that's when MMA stepped to the forefront. It was like mainstream then, but it does take away from boxing. Cause like, and it's funny because boxing is more like a skill thing. Like you have to like literally know what you're watching in order to understand who's winning, what's going on, what's going down. You know what I'm saying? If you've done it before, it's even easier. But MMA is just like, boom, dynamite, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times it's like not too much technique on the stand-up aspect. And truthfully, even on the stand-up aspect of like a great kickboxer versus a great boxer, if you take the kicks out of a kickboxer and put them in versus a boxer, the boxer's going to destroy him. If you leave the kicks in, I think the boxer still has a chance. But MMA, if you have like a jiu-jitsu dude, it ain't even because it's separate things. It's just so different. Like ground fighting is so different from stand-up fighting. But some of the best memories of my day. Okay, I already read that. And if Wilder can learn how to use his straights and jabs, he could be such a menace. But my thing though, he ain't going to try to. You only see Wilder throw one jab at a time. Well, if I was that much, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you have that reach and you had, truthfully, when you looking down at people, you throw that jab 2 to 3 times. He trains a certain way, but then when he goes in, he doesn't fight a certain way. But my thing, I ain't no one to say it because like shit. I mean, when it's a fight, it's a fight. But it's just it is what it is. He trained a bit more when he immigrated to France, but never actually had any noble boxing matches. I can't find any videos of Francis boxing before he went into MMA. Word. So it is what it is. And that's the whole thing about it. Like, unless that proof's there, it is what it is. But but that's the fucked up part about when you have a camp, even if you have like even if it's not on YouTube, motherfuckers, there's ways of finding shit. Call that gym up. Call up. It's so fucking hilarious. But man, yo, good stream. Damn. Truthfully, damn near great stream. Shout out to Bearded Patriot. I appreciate you pulling up to this thing. I'm going to go ahead and end it off. I just want to come on real quick because to be honest, I just want to test some shit out, have a beer, have a drink or two, and talk about the shit. I forgot that there was even truthfully, I remembered it, but I didn't set the damn this for that. So I may do a live stream right after UFC tomorrow, especially if the John Jones. I'll put it this way: we going live tomorrow. Hopefully, all of y'all pull up and have your opinions on John Jones' first heavyweight, his first heavyweight fucking bout in the UFC. I just want to see how he does. I think that he's going to do totally well. Real shit. Like, the carriage of him is definitely a heavyweight carriage. Like, you know what I mean? He looked just as big as Cyril Gane. So this is going to be a good fight. I hope y'all pull up tomorrow for the live. I'm going to do one right as soon as that shit's done, but I ain't going to lie. I may be a little off because it's a function and we're just going to be chilling out. So yeah, y'all be easy, be safe and all that real shit. If you didn't like this video already, I'd appreciate it if you did. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bells and also subscribe to youtube.com/BeerDrank Shorty because we're switching it up. It's going to be fun, Dale. About to smoke a cigarette, brush some teeth. Got to read Bearded Patriot, though. His last one, and after that, we out. You can watch the early prelims and prelims for free without buying the main card. I'm going to get the main card. Totally worth buying. The year subscription is you. Oh, yeah. And you're right. So that may be my thing. May not even stream it, buddy. Hey, BP. I may not even stream it. I mean, seeing that you said that, I may not even stream that thing. But, yeah. Good time, man. Like, real shit. I think that's what I'm going to get back to on this channel. Talking MMA, boxing, and all that shit. Truthfully, just do whatever the fuck I want to do. Just like I did on my other channel. But go back to my other channel. Beer Drank Shorty. We're going to have something different over there. But over here, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. Sounds like some good weed, but this dude William Bennett is funny. I ain't even take the gummy yet. It's coming up very soon.